statistically impossible. That's how 3 Australian academics have described the Gazan death count. They say that the claims that women and children make up 70% of the more than 30,000 claimed casualties since the war began is untrue. One of those academics is Professor Lewi Stone. He's got decades of experience working as a biomathematician at Tel Aviv University and now at RMIT, and he joins me live. Lewi, how did you come to this conclusion, and can you tell us what you do think the Hamas or the Gaza, death toll is?
Sure. Thank you for having me, Sharri. We work on population modelling and in warfare, in epidemics, and all sorts of things. So we've had a lot of experience doing that. And what we normally find is we get all sorts of data sets, and it's just a mess usually. And to find whether there's been manipulations, it usually means you have to sort out, is there a sign of manipulation or is it rubbish? And this is the kind of situation we're in here because the data's not so hot. So firstly, before I answer your question directly...
Yes.
Go on, yeah.
Well, can you explain what you mean by that?
Claim...
Go ahead, Lewi.
You'll get the flavour very soon, but we're dealing with Hamas data, which is intrinsically problematical. The first few weeks, maybe it was reasonable, but the quality just got worse and worse and more erratic. And you'd see patterns that just didn't make sense. And so it took a lot of teasing to untangle it and to figure out what's it really saying. So on the other hand, since day one, since October, or day two, since October the 8th, Hamas has been chanting that 70% of all deaths are women and children. So where did they get that number from? What does it mean? Because that number is shaping how the whole world sees the Gaza war. So the fact is, it's just not true. It's not relevant number anymore. And there's a statistical saying: in God we trust. All others must bring data, but we don't have good data from them. So, so what we had to do is basically we find that the true number of women and children who were killed in this year was 42% of all deaths. Now that's a lot. But it's a lot less than a lot of wars, a lot of other wars. And it's far less than 70%. Where did they get the number 70%? Because 70% women and children, you would expect, if there was indiscriminate shooting and bombing in the population, you'd expect 70% of women and children to be dead because there are 75% women and children in the population. So we find already for this year that's 42%. Okay. Last year it's similar, but we won't go into that.
We have run out of time, but thank you very much. It's a fascinating paper. Thank you for your time.